it's Oriana. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be showing something slightly different. I'm going to be doing a hair routine with you. My first one of these, but I have been wanting to do one for ages. My hair is like the one thing that I always get asked so many questions about, and it's the one area that I do spend the most time on. I don't necessarily have like a very like cultivated makeup beauty routine, but like my hair is something that I've invested a lot of time, a lot of money into over the years. So I do have tips and tricks that I would love to share with you. I'm doing a straight to curly routine. Oh, also, before I even dive into like what we are going to be doing today, let me just apologise for being in my pyjamas and my dressing gown, no makeup, no bra. I literally am coming to you live and direct from my bed, but I kind of thought, woke up, the sun was shining, I was like, perfect day to do a video like this. Over the winter, I keep my hair straight throughout. I don't really find that the winter elements mix well with my hair texture. But then as it gets warmer, obviously I do want to go back to curls some of the time. So around this time of year is kind of like when I am switching it up and bringing the curls back. So it's going to be interesting because it hasn't been curly for so long, so I don't really know what the results are going to be like, but I thought I'd just bring you along for the journey, show you what I do, what my favourite products are, my method of using them. So I'm going to go and jump in the shower now and wash my hair. I'm going to show you the products that I have used on it once I have washed it. Okay, so I have just washed my hair, and as you can see, it is still dripping wet. It's absolutely soaking, and that is kind of my biggest tip throughout this video, is to work with your hair and do all the manipulation whilst it is still absolutely drenched. The first shampoo that I used was this Shea Moisture shampoo, which is the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strength and Repair shampoo with shea butter, peppermint and apple cider vinegar. And this one is great for natural hair, straightened hair, chemically processed hair, whatever. I use this on my hair whether I'm doing straight or curly hairstyles. I'm a big fan of Shea Moisture products. This is my absolute favourite, this Black Castor Oil collection, and that's just because Black Castor Oil is obviously really well known for hair growth and hair strength. And then where it's also got the peppermint and apple cider in it, those are two natural ingredients that are really great for cleansing your scalp, and that is really important for me because I used to get quite bad dry scalp. So anything with peppermint in and apple cider vinegar, like I'm just like, yes, they are two fabulous ingredients if you struggle with dry scalp or scalp related issues. And then the next product that I used was this Mixed Chicks shampoo, which is another really good product. I've been using this for years. However, this one is a lot more of a kind of deeper wash. Like, this is very soapy and leaves your hair feeling a bit more squeaky clean, and I don't use it that often because of that. I don't really like to like wash everything out of my hair, but before washing my hair I was just playing around with scraping it up with a new gel that I just brought, so I kind of felt like this was needed to get that gel off of my hair. Then I also went in with just my Tresemme Deep Moisture, or it's called Luxurious Moisture Conditioner. Again, it's just a product that I've been using for years. I think when it comes to conditioner, for me, I can literally get through about a quarter of a bottle each time I wash my hair, so I don't really use anything too fancy. Tresemme is like the perfect price point and quality for what I need from conditioner because I do get through this stuff so quickly. I use about a quarter of it each time. When I'm doing my daughter's hair, I can easily use half a bottle, like the more the better. So I love that these bottles are like really generous. Then I went in with Mixed Chicks Deep Conditioner. The reason why I'm using this one today is obviously just because I'm going back from straight to curly. I don't use this every time I'm washing my hair, but when I just need to really add some moisture into it, like now. The next product is a Mixed Chicks Leave-In Conditioner, and I really love this one because it's kind of like defines your curls, and it's got kind of like a bit more of a gluey type texture to it. I really like that because it's still lightweight at the same time, so you can just feel it kind of holding your curls together, which I really like. But I put this on whilst the hair is literally sort of dripping wet, still like in the shower. Literally just put my hair into 4 sections because that's just kind of like the way I usually like to work with it, and then I apply about the amount of 2 large peas, I would say, to each quarter of my hair, and I just rake it through. I've also filled up my spray mist bottle The biggest thing that I can say that has like changed the game on how I do my hair is keeping it really wet as I am still manipulating it. Once it starts to dry and I go in and I start manipulating it, that's just going to cause a frizz that you will see like later on. So for me that means either doing everything really quickly in the shower or using one of these bad boys, which I absolutely love, and like I just carry on spraying my hair as I'm going. Like, this is something I just picked off of Amazon. Before I just used one that was kind of like, I don't know, a bit more just like a water jet being sprayed at you, whereas this one is kind of more misty, and you can also just sort of hold it down and it carries on spraying whilst you're just doing one pump. My hair has kind of like dried out a little bit, so I'm just going to quickly go through with some water, spray it all up, and then I'm going to apply my next product, which is my Shea Moisture Curl Smoothie, which is just great because it adds loads of moisture to your hair. And as you can see, I'm just kind of like raking the product through. This side of my hair needs a lot less assistance than this side for some reason. This side is so much more like naturally just luscious and curly than this side. This side needs like some extra like ruching and stuff. This side really does just curl up so beautifully by itself. I think it very much is just different hair textures in different places of your head. So now that I've gone in with my curl smoothie and applied that throughout all of my hair, I'm now going to go in with my gel. And obviously the curl smoothie is just kind of to add moisture, help your curls, and then the gel is going to help define. So the gel that I use and have been using for a while now is the Eco Styling Gel, which is the olive oil one. So I'm just going to go in with this. I like to be like generous but not too generous, so just like that much. It's really hard to show like how much I'm showing you, and all I'm doing really is like running it through and like flattening it like that, and then at the bottom's scrunching. So I kind of like apply it through like by raking it with my fingers, then flatten it through and then scrunch. So it is like a 3-step process. I just realised I forgot to do was part my hair, so we're just gonna have to go with like a natural centre parting that is not at all defined. That is all of my gel applied. Now it's very much personal preference whether you're going to give it some assistance in the drying process or not. I am going to start it off with the diffuser now. I'm just going to go over my hair for maybe like 10 minutes, I want to say. So yeah, I just use this blow dryer, which isn't at all fancy. I literally got this for probably I think under £20. Does everything I need it to. So how I tend to use this is on the lowest settings, so the lowest setting, speed and heat, and I will literally just put it at the root of my hair, hold it there for about 10 seconds, and then take it away gently and move it to somewhere else. So it's been about 15 minutes of diffusing that I've done to my hair. So I would say that it's pretty much half dry now. So I've been downstairs for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, and because I did do a good 15 minutes of diffusing on my hair, it is already feeling like pretty much all of the way dry. I would say probably like 90% dry. So I'm just gonna go in with the diffuser and finish it up. So that is pretty much me. That is as dry as I will get my hair with the diffuser. Now, as I mentioned before, my hair is kind of completely different on one side to what it is on the other, and part of that means that this side is a lot more curly and this side is a lot more loose. So I do sometimes go in and slightly stretch this side, even though I prefer the curls on this side and the way that they're formed. It's more just so it doesn't look like I've had some like a really dodgy cut. I don't know if it looks like that dramatic on camera, but I can definitely notice it. So yeah, I will just go in underneath and I'll literally just take the hair below here and pull it a little bit at the roots. And as I'm doing that, I'll apply some heat to the top of it, and it just obviously makes the clump of hair drop a little bit and gives it a little bit more length. So I've gone through and I've stretched out the underneath and applied a little bit of heat, mainly to this side, just to give it the same sort of drop as we have on this side. Obviously it's never going to be like symmetrical, but it does just equal it out a little bit and makes me feel a little bit better about it. So that's great. Right, so my last step is just taking some oil and running that through my hair, just to give it back some sheen and help moisturize it a little bit, because sometimes like when you apply gel and things like that, that can kind of make your hair look a bit more dull. So I always like to finish up by going through and putting some oil in there. You don't want to put too much in there, just because oil kind of has the opposite effect of gel. So it's also good if you ever find yourself in a situation where you've put too much gel in and your hair is scrunchy. Applying oil is really good because that gets rid of that without having to like wet your hair or whatsoever. But anyway, I tend to switch between two oils. They're both argan oils, but I either use the Moroccan oil or I will use the, I think they're called Argan Therapy, and that is another Morocco oil. But yeah, I tend to kind of switch between these. I find the oil by Moroccan oil a little bit heavier and this one tends to be a little bit lighter, so it kind of depends on what I feel my hair needs. This is the one that I'm going to be using today. So I do use quite a generous amount, if you can see that. I really like this one. It's just like a bit more runny and a little bit more easier to work with. But this isn't even like all that I will use. I will use a lot more than that. This will actually be just for about a quarter. I'll probably use about 3 or 4 pumps. Oh, and this honestly smells so, so gorgeous. So as you can see, I've literally just run that all through. So that is everything. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you've enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way you'll be alerted whenever I release a video. As always, I'll link my Instagram down below. I'd love to have you guys over there on that platform too. And I'll link all of the products and everything that I've used down below in case you were interested in purchasing any of them yourself. And if you do have any questions on this routine that you want me to answer, do just leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you. Also let me know if there's any other videos that you would like to see from me and I will do my best to make them happen. Right, take care guys, bye.